thanks for joining me today. Tell us just a little bit about yourself, your background, and what brought you to USD.
I came to USD in 1986, graduated from Elk Point High School.
Yeah.
It's kind of where all my friends were going, so this is where I came. Had a few different majors, like most college students, and Coach Gottslavin allowed me to walk onto the track team, so that was a big part of my experience. And graduated here with a couple degrees, spent 15 years working in academic advising. Loved that time, and then when we made the transition to Division I, went full-time as the director of track and field. So been here a long time, had a lot of different hats on, but just love this place, and it's a great spot to work.
Yeah, that's great. So right now, just getting started with outdoor track, just finished up indoor track. What's your favorite part of being out and practicing right now this time of year?
Well, I love that the whole team can be together. Not every facility is set up like ours, where the throwers are here with the distance kids and the jumpers and everything. So it just really creates kind of a cool atmosphere for everybody to come. What's cool is to watch them the 5 minutes before practice when they're seeing their friends that they maybe haven't seen all day, or in a different event group, and they're getting together and chit-chatting a little bit. So just makes it for a really fun atmosphere when everybody can come together and training. And right now the theme is working hard, and our kids love good hard workouts, so that makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah. We've only had this facility now for 10 years.
Yes.
Kind of hard to believe. Being here since 1986, how different does that feel?
Well, we used to practice at Vermilion High School.
Yeah.
And very thankful for their sharing at that point. Never had any outdoor meets. We actually used to go to Elk Point or Yankton to host our outdoor track meets. So it's nice to have this, and we're just excited now to kind of take the next step into the facilities world.
Yeah. So tell us about that. What was your reaction when you first heard that news? What was going through your mind?
Tears. To think that these athletes will be able to have truly one of the best facilities in the country. And the thoughts back to all of the hard work that so many people put into this, the generosity of the university and Mr. Sanford for being able to do that. Meeting him was just a great opportunity to thank him personally. And then to spend time with Miles and Bill and Jill, just really appreciative that people understand how important giving is and the impact that will have on future generations of not just USD athletes, but really athletes in the whole Midwest, because they'll have an opportunity to come here and compete and train and do things. So just a lot of generosity there. It was a sad, but very emotional. The Gassens are very close to me, and I'm love them to death. And for them to kind of have their name on it was a really neat experience.
That was a special evening, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
yes.
Truly. And so beyond the student population, beyond the student athletes, what do you think this means for the Vermilion community? You touched on a little bit about athletes coming to train, and it's not just athletes here at USD, not just student athletes, but talk about potential for this community.
Well, if we think back, we flash back to when the Dome was the only indoor track in the country. Every weekend we had track meets, and we were bringing people to town and filling the hotels, and then that kind of evolved where everybody else started getting tracks. So we're hoping to go back to that spot. Already had some negotiations or some discussions with NAI and junior college to bring their national meets here. This truly will be one of the best facilities in the country, and people are excited about that opportunity to be able to do that. And then on a local scene, just having a spot where we can have some indoor track meets for the Sioux Cities and the Sioux Falls and the Yanktons and everybody to come here and compete and do that. It won't be as big as Dan Lennon, but to be able to have more of those opportunities will hopefully bring that many people here to campus and the city of Vermilion.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's really exciting to think about. What do you hope your athletes take away from their experience well beyond the competition?
I think they're learning something here. And that sounds like duh, because we're at academics and our kids all take that serious, but I think they're learning how to work together. I think they're understanding that hard work pays off. To me, we're teaching the life lesson of on Saturday you may get beat, and on Saturday night you may not feel good because it hurts, but on Monday you get back to work. And to me, that's an important lesson for people to learn in life, because not everything is going to go perfect. We are all going to lose. Somebody's always going to have a bigger house or bigger car. And it can't be about that. It's just about you getting better every day. And I think that's one of the things that cross country and track and field really teaches, because it's really up to them. That individual sport part of it is I have to go out and perform. I can't rely on someone else, and I can't blame someone else. I have to take that accountability that they did the work to be able to reach their goals. Overall, though, I think our students have an amazing experience here. You'll hear me talk a lot to my athletes about having an amazing university experience. And I talk to them. We have kids that go on exchange trips. We have kids that are in sororities and kids that are in different organizations, the finance club, the pre-PA club and all those things. And that's what I think an athlete should do when they come here, is take advantage of those things, because as athletics is important when you're a freshman, by the time you're a senior, you probably better be thinking about other things, and a career or a job or grad school, and making those lifelong connections. So I think that's part of our goal. I think we do a really good job of that here at USD.
I agree. I think we do a really good job of that. Do you think that your role early in your career as in academic advising maybe help bring some of that perspective to your coaching approach?
Yeah, I'm totally different than anybody else in the world. Everybody else grows up and they're the volunteer coach or they're the assistant coach, and they're doing that, and they're traveling in the summer. And I was sitting at tables advising freshmen. Yeah. I joke that I used to be the flunk out guy. When someone flunked out of the university, they had to come to the advising center and had to put together a letter of what they did wrong and what they were going to do better to write to the dean to get back in school. And those experiences really shaped for me to understand what everybody goes through, whether you're the 30 ACT or you're the 15 ACT. Everybody has different experiences, so how can we do things to help them so they can be successful here and have that amazing university experience?
Well, that's certainly something I've noticed about you, Lucky.
I appreciate that.
You have the ability to bring out the absolute best in everyone that you come into contact with, and I very much appreciate you doing that for our students.
Well, I feel like track and field can be that thing. Athletics can be that thing. We think of the stick or the carrot, and athletics can be that carrot, and it motivates some people to do some things. And then as they start developing, you develop a culture where that's the norm. Yeah. And I think that's really the impact that college athletics can have on a campus.
Yeah, I agree. Well, thank you so much for joining me this morning. And where can campus learn more about you, about track and field and cross country and your program and the new Gassen Family Fieldhouse?
Well, goyotes.com/track has a lot of information on there. Check that out, look at it a little bit. We've got some outdoor track meets coming up here, so check out the schedule. Our student athletes love it when the faculty come to their track meet. It means so much to them, and the faculty have been so important to our success here as a program that if they get a little time to come over and watch one of their athletes compete, it means the world to them. So that would be great. Other than that, just look me up, send me an email. I'd be happy to talk track any kind of thing. I'd like to thank you for everything you've done for us here at USD and the university, and the steps that Jim Abbott started. You've accelerated, and they're moving in such a great direction. It's just exciting to see where we're at right now. And with your leadership, I know we're going to go a long way. So thank you.
Yes. As always, go Yotes.
Go Yotes.